This presentation is sponsored by the Regional Center of Orange County and Get Safe. Regional Center is a nonprofit agency funded by the state of California to coordinate services to people with developmental disabilities in Orange County. One of the services provided is safety education by Get Safe. Get Safe has worked with thousands of clients, including survivors of violent sexual and physical assault, persons with disabilities, children, parents, law enforcement personnel, medical and corporate professionals. Get Safe creates a nurturing educational environment where everyone can learn the skills needed to protect themselves and lead full, productive, and violence-free lives.
Hi, my name is Dave Mondarine with Get Safe.
Hi, I am Adam, and this is Mary.
Hello.
We both have autism, and our goal for this DVD is to keep it short.
And to give law enforcement a few more tools when dealing with persons with autism.
And to keep it short.
The number one goal is always officer safety and the safety of other parties. Adam, do you want to start? Any good tips?
Yes, I have a good one. It's called Stimming. It looks totally weird, especially when people don't know what you're doing.
Can you explain more?
We all do it. Dave, you're doing it right now.
Really?
When you're rubbing your fingers together, but when I do it, it's pretty big, so I'll show you.
Okay, I can see how that's a little different, and it could look a little strange to a first responder.
Especially at night, but I can't help it. It calms me and I just do it.
Well, Adam is out in the community a lot, and he's out by himself, and we know that he stims when he's outside, that he stims when he's walking by himself, that sometimes he's in his own world and doesn't even necessarily notice that there are people around, and he bumps into them. And we know that he doesn't mean any harm. We know that he certainly doesn't want to hurt anybody, but we worry about the reaction from the community and from the police who might approach him. And if that were to happen, if police were to come up to Adam, I don't know that he'd know what to do. I think he'd be horribly frightened. He might run away. He might panic and have a tantrum. And we hope a program like this will help the law enforcement community better understand our children and our situation.
What about you, Mary? Do you have any good tips?
Yes, it's touch. Sometimes people with autism are sensitive to touch.
Is that everyone with autism?
No, Dave. We're all different, just like everyone else.
All right, sorry. Is there a better way for law enforcement to handle this?
Yes, let the person know before you touch them and slowly touch them if possible. But I do understand it is difficult when arresting someone.
So a law enforcement officer may have to use the same arrest and control tactics. But if you suspect a person has autism, they may not be resisting on purpose.
Yes, I hope that helps. Sometimes people with autism don't make eye contact either. So don't think they are ignoring you or not being honest.
Or not paying attention. Okay, how much longer is this DVD gonna take?
Oh, a couple more minutes. As a first responder, you're trained to make quick on-scene assessments. Level of force, are they on drugs, have they been drinking?
Boy, if I had a penny for every time someone thought that I was drunk.
Is that true, or are you kidding?
I wish I was kidding. When I speak to an officer, I get nervous and can't talk, and people sometimes think that I'm drunk.
Well, sometimes Adam speaks so rapidly that people really have a hard time understanding him. Sometimes his speech is very monotone, and people have a hard time keeping up with what he's saying. And we think that sometimes when people hear him, they think that he is under the influence of drugs or alcohol, when really it's just his natural speech patterns.
Sometimes people with disabilities may appear to be on drugs or drunk and have a hard time expressing themselves.
Like drunk people.
Yes. Some people with autism may also mimic answers.
They may also mimic answers.
I just said that.
I just said that. I was just mimicking.
Individuals with autism may have trouble giving more than just scripted answers, such as name, age, and address.
I'd like to share a story with you about my son here and his dealings with law enforcement.
On that spring morning in 1995, I was being bullied at school, so one day I decided to go run into the neighborhood to get help. But the principal called the police, and both the principal and the police didn't know what to do, other than the officer saying he was going to put me into the trunk with all the emergency equipment.
And due to Russell's size and that, when the officer got out there, he didn't know what to do or how to deal with Russell and that. But it traumatized Russell to the point where he wouldn't set foot in the city for 6 years. And myself, my wife, and Russell sat down because we couldn't continue this. We decided to go and address a city council meeting, and we went down there and Russell addressed the city council. And after the meeting, the mayor and the police chief came up and shook his hand and thanked him for coming down and sharing, and that they were going to look into instituting a program for their officers on how to deal with people with disabilities.
We have 1 minute left.
What do you mean?
You said that we would be done in a couple of minutes.
Oh, I said a couple as in 3 or 4.
A couple of minutes is 2 minutes. Got you, Dave. This can be another symptom. Being literal.
Oh, that's a good one. I need to work on that. Oh, are you okay?
I am, just showing another symptom, sensitivity to noise like yelling or loud voices.
Or like law enforcement when they issue loud commands.
Yes, that can make someone with autism freak out.
Oh, that's another good one.
Sorry about that, people. Let's pick it up where we left off. Adam and Dave, could I have you move your chairs camera right? Good job, Adam. Dave, camera right.
Oh, what? Why didn't you just tell me to my left, big producer guy? I mean, that's a symptom?
Dave, are you sure you aren't autistic? Maybe you're a brother from another?
Maybe.
Here's a good one. If you arrive on scene and you hear somebody say, this person is autistic or has developmental disability, then it could be true.
You can't handle the truth.
Let me guess. Another symptom.
Yep. They may speak out of context.
So when an officer talks to you, what can you do to help?
I can show my law enforcement information card.
Good idea. Adam, let's see your card.
I forgot it.
Here is my card. Adam, you should always keep it with you.
I know.
If you think a person has autism but they don't have their card, you can still call Regional Center or Adult Protective Services and they will verify if that person is in their system. If they aren't, they may be able to offer other resources.
Less than a minute.
We appreciate your time. Our goal is to add to your toolkit. This may not change your tactics, but give you a better understanding of dealing with individuals with developmental disabilities. Our hope is that you maneuver through these encounters as quickly as possible and avoid potential escalations which could put both parties at risk.
You will be receiving a first responder card, kind of like a cheat sheet. Okay, time's up.
Then that's a wrap. Do you two have anything else to add?
Please be safe.
We appreciate what you do for us.